Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, and we'll be checking in with Allie LaForest from the sideline moments from now. Earlier this season, it was Chicago coming away with the loss in this matchup against Denver.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Connects from three-point range.
Good read from Murray right there, getting it out to the shooter.
But there's no question Peyton Watson is a player on the rise.
Yeah, and I think his ceiling is pretty high. I mean, he's a high effort guy. Seems to be a high character guy because he's always ready whenever his number is called, and he produces in short stints of playing time. And the versatility he brings defensively, major value added.
So it's Denver now, after the Bulls pick up 2. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Pass to Ivy. Puts up a deep 3. That one's a miss. His 3rd shot of the game. He's made 1 of them. And that's Gordon with the dunk.
And Gordon's eyebrows go up when he sees an opportunity to drop the hammer. This guy is a phenomenal athlete who throws it down with some major force.
And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injury.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Down low, and Jokic throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Now, here's Bull. It's hauled in by Gordon. Right wing. Brown, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
1, 2, 3.
a change here.
Your 3-1-2 crew.
Bulls trail by 10. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. I asked him about Nikola Jokic and what makes him such a difficult matchup for defenses, and he said his versatility. He's a capable scorer and a fantastic passer. We have to be wary of his scoring and distribution with him, and that's not easy. Let's see how things unfold in this one. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Murray with the bounce pass. And Jokic throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finish.
Here's Jokic. Makes it off the glass. Jokic has got 10 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Pass to Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Brown's got his second basket of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Denver making a switch here.
Let's hear it one more time for your Chicago Bulls.
1:05 left in the first quarter.
Right here.
6 to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Offensive rebound. Johnson outside. The rebound by Simons. And Simons has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 11. Oh, my, what a play.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Can he get up and finish with power? And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
And we saw last season the Nuggets GA in the final week of the regular season making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seems like there's been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jay Navi gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
And Bull pulls it down. Bulls trail by 11. Ivy on the wing. He's got 9. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And here is Giddey. And Brown pulls it down. And that one is stuffed right through.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Giddey. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Pass to Giddey. Going inside. They get it back.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Back to you, Kevin.
They're sure good with him in the lineup. Okay, thank you, Allie. And spacing is so vital. But Clark, talk about vertical spacing.
You know, Kevin, that speaks to the ability to play in space above the rim. Think about the roller in the pick and roll situation, being able to go above the defense to finish a lob. Those are tough plays for defenses to stop. Helping in recovering and elevating to stop a well-timed lob, that's a real challenge for the defense.
Here's Ivy. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you can see that quick twitch athleticism. Ivy is likely to spend a lot of time at the line in this league.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
So David Adelman decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Several teams changing it up here. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Murray. Here's the drive.
And you know finishes like this get Murray pumped up. He's a big-time dunker off the drive now. He'll sneak punch you if you're not careful.
And never brag an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat-out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injuries over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And it's Jokic missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Simons from outside. The Nuggets leading by 13. Jokic inside. Kicks it out to Gordon. Murray outside. 5 on the clock. Another shot. It's stolen by Buzelis. Pass to Okoro. Now Dillingham. He's covered by Murray. Rebound by the Nuggets. At one point, they led by 16. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Good move. Jokic has a tremendous feel for what to do and when to do it.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 15-point game. And the layup falls. Sexton's got his first points of the night.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Here's Simons. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Throw down the sledgehammer!
No, he didn't. No, he didn't do that.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Murray left side. Off on the layup. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The Nuggets leading by 14. This past postseason, the Nuggets, Clark, were a part of two thrilling Game 7 series.
Yes, indeed they were. They beat the Clippers in the first round and then fell to the Thunder in a very competitive series and ended up giving the eventual NBA champs their toughest test of the postseason.
Oh, just slicing his way to the rim. Just look at this kid Ivy go.
Pass to Jokic. And here's Watson. Clock at 4. Fades. It's off, but still a great shooting night. 6 of 8 from the field in the game. From the wing. And Jokic with the rebound.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
And for Christian Brown, 3 high school state titles. Then a national championship in college. And now Clark, an NBA champion in Denver.
Yeah, you can count the guys that have done that in the history of the NBA on maybe 2 hands. It might only be 1. You'd have to categorize him as a winner, if nothing else. I mean, and his game is all about quality. I mean, he does everything. He moves well without it. He can shoot it. He can drive it. He defends well. I mean, he's just a throwback all-around good guard.
On the wing, Gordon. To the inside. Watson. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Giddy with it. Outguarded by Murray. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism. Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. Murray outside. Jokic with it. 12 points for him. Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Timeout. When Jokic is rolling like this, it's a beautiful thing to watch, and there's not a lot the defense can do. The Joker, as a matchup, is a nightmare.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So both teams making some changes here. Bulls trail by 14. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Guys, back over to you.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Back to Simons. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Getting not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Jokic inside. 14 points for him. And Jokic throws it down.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Cole, that's good.
Yes, sirree. Feed Bol inside, and he'll reward you.
Ring shot on the way. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And Peyton Watson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Here's Simons for 3. And another miss by Chicago.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. And we'll see if that's the answer.
And the shot is good.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Bol inside.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Gordon for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. It's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
That one good for 2.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Collins. They get a hand on it. To the left side wing. And Bol wide open. He shoots. Gets an open look and hits. Bol's got his second bucket tonight. The Nuggets leading by 14. Outside Gordon. Pass to Valanciunas. Here's Watson. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer, Simon. He can't get it to go. Hardaway with a wide open look. Hits the 3-point bomb. Hardaway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so it's the Denver Nuggets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Ivy on the wing. From deep. They grab their own miss. Ivy on the wing. Takes it inside, and he makes good on the layup. Ivy's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bulls.
And this is what you want Ivy doing, attacking lanes to the rim with confidence.
Out left to the wing. Valanciunas inside. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Here's Ivy. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Gordon a screen to the paint. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Josh Giddey.
Tell you what, that remarkable foot speed of Gordon's really causes problems for the defense. He's a hard guy to keep in front of him.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside. You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Here's Giddey. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And Jokic throws it down.
Tonight it's been all Joker all the time. He's been pouring it on here.
Ivy on the wing. And it's Denver with the rebound. Now, here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Into the lineup for the Nuggets.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. A crossover, and that one drops. Jokic has got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Clock at 6. There's the 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And the Bulls with possession. Here's Simon. Oh, what a play! Woo!
Speed kills, and Simons has plenty of it.
Back to Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. From the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
I think this is an area that Gordon has really improved. Now a legitimate threat from outside the arc.
The shot by Ivy, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, don't you think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen?
So did the defense.
Yeah, that's right.
And I tell you what, he does not squander those chances. I mean, he's always going to punch it home with that kind of chance. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit. Such a tough cover. I mean, Jokic with his size and physicality, you know, his body isn't chiseled, but he certainly uses it well. He forces the defense right there into a mistake.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nuggets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And playing this team only twice on the year, you have to feel good about their strategy and execution. Tonight they complete the season series sweep against the Bulls.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jokic.
Well, I thought the job he did on the glass was absolutely terrific, extremely physical. He left it all out there tonight.
Pass to Murray. Over Giddey. And it's Denver scoring again.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, nope.